Hello.
Hello, everybody out there on a Monday.
Oh, we're singing. I didn't realize.
Oh, bo-bo-bo.
How's everybody doing out there?
We're good. We're all
good.
here.
I think people are here. People are coming. Who do we see? We see Nick. Jamie, our resident Jamie Nick. We see McKenna. Hello. We see Michael Smith. Hello.
Smith. Drink every time a gay Matt has to avoid saying.
Hey, I listened to some podcasts. The word Barbie was said.
Yeah, we can say it all we want. Barbie, Barbie.
Can't discuss it. I don't want to get into detail about how we felt about the movie, but we could both mention that maybe we saw it. You never know.
We saw something.
We saw something.
We contributed to the economy in some sort of way.
And we thought the whole time, God, I hope those actors and writers got fair pay.
Exactly.
Because
I'm pretty sure Margot Robbie got pretty fair pay.
but did all of them? Did every Barbie?
Every single
Ken?
Barbie. There were a lot of Barbies. There were a lot of Kens.
A lot of Barbies, lots of Kens. Hi, Jake
Hello.
Price is here. Matthew McLean. How are we all doing tonight? We're back together. Jeanette is here. Hi.
Hello.
Ricky. I'm planning to this week. Yes. I mean, it's also just fun that, even though we can't go into detail, going to the movies has become such a spectacle for people. As much as, of course, I didn't fully dress up, but seeing all the people dressed up was very exciting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just nice.
Everyone is talking about both of these movies.
That's huge. I know. That doesn't happen all the time.
Movie theaters are making so much money this weekend. It's insane.
All thanks to the writers and actors in SAG and the WGA.
And let's get real, the marketing teams. The marketing teams.
True, the marketing team.
They put in the work.
Did Oppenheimer's marketing team do a lot?
They did a lot. Oh, they've been doing stuff. There was a countdown at AMC in Century City, literally for over a year now, counting down to Oppenheimer.
Oh, I didn't know.
A big cardboard thing.
I thought it was just the Barbie.
Oh, no. Oppenheimer was doing a lot, too. And then Barbie swooped in and did more.
Okay.
But
they did a lot.
But, Barbie, it makes sense. There's more merchandise and all that kind of stuff.
I haven't seen it, so no spoilers, please. I'm seeing it Thursday. I'm so excited. McKenna, we will not be discussing in depth any movies because we are scared of SAG. I'm more scared, but we are both scared. So I promise there will be no spoilers. Promise. Yeah. What was that tone? What tone? About Oppenheimer?
Mine
or mine? I don't know.
My tone?
All I know is I won't be seeing that. I'm not interested in that.
Why not?
I don't care.
Okay,
I just don't.
Okay.
Yeah. But best of luck to all involved.
Thank you.
I hope all the SAG actors and WJ writers are great.
I hope they're all doing well.
I hope they're doing lovely, and we're on their side. Union strong.
Oh, we are just saying.
Hey, I've listened to some podcasts. People said them. They didn't go into detail on how people felt about them, and so we won't be discussing them in detail. But they said the words, so we're saying the words today.
Yeah. A code might pop up every once in a while for me.
Matt still loves a code. He loves a code word.
And people will know.
The people will know.
The people who tuned in last week. Which was a long one.
It was a long one.
It sure was.
It was a lot. People had a lot to say. I'm a history buff, so I'll see it. That's great. I'm glad Jeff liked Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I'm a big history person too, so I
don't care about that.
I'm not going to say I'm excited, but I will. I am.
That's good. Good cover up.
But then after I see it, I won't talk about how excited I was to see it.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Just watched They Clone Tyrone. It was amazing. I heard good things about that.
What's They Clone Tyrone?
I've only seen very cool posters for it, but I don't know what it's about.
Okay, what is that? Is that like a movie, or
is
it a TV show?
It's a movie.
Okay. Greetings from Seattle. I need to go visit Seattle. I have a bunch of friends that live in Seattle, and they're always like, "Come visit me," and I'm like, "Yeah." And it's not gonna happen. Corey's getting married in Seattle, so that'll probably be the first time I'm in Seattle.
Well, I'll be there. I was there recently. My friend, not recently, but my friend Justin lives there, and so I visited him, and it was very lovely. And it was also unseasonably perfect weather, not rainy, warm.
When was it? I hear September is the best month for
I don't
Seattle.
think I went. I think it was even later. I think it was October, November. And it was
I hear September, October is great.
It was
I hear November not so much.
They were shocked. Whatever time of year it was, they were shocked that it was so nice out, and I took it.
Well, thank you, global warming. Thank you, Oppenheimer. Maybe is that?
Maybe. I love that everyone was loving these two movies that are so different. It's exciting.
That is what's exciting about it.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of film. I saw Talk to Me, and it was incredible. What's Talk to Me?
Talk to Me is the horror movie, A24 horror movie. We're allowed to talk about A24 films.
Oh, right, because they...
Yes. Everyone, go see Past Lives. Available now.
With A24? Oh, you need to use your Touch ID.
Hold on.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're going to keep this on longer
Okay. Okay, hey everyone. Everyone see Past Lives available now. They Clone Tyrone is the new John Boyega Netflix movie. Okay, so it's only on Netflix. All right, that's cute. And yeah, Talk to Me is the one. Have you seen a preview for it? It's like the girl, she's British. She holds on to the dead hand or something like that, and it grabs her, and it's like, and then her eyes get really dark. And yeah, it seems cool. There are other movies I will see ahead of it. I'm seeing a movie tomorrow and then a movie like Wednesday or Thursday. I am. Well, I was in New Jersey for a week and a half. I have like, no, I was busy. I was busy. Also, on set. Oh yeah. For a non-struck company. Actually, for not any company. But A24 is not considered low. But well, some movies are, but A24 as a company is complying to all of the demands that SAG wants in their contracts. So SAG is like, you know what, we like A24, at least for now. Can we talk Downey versus Gosling for the Oscar, or is that too far? Magaro in Past Lives was so good too. He was, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen Downey yet. So
what's he in?
Can we talk about actors? Can we talk about it?
I don't know.
Robert Downey Jr. is in Oppenheimer.
Oh, is he the main guy? He's not the main guy. Then that's
no, that's Cillian Murphy.
Oh.
Robert Downey is very much supporting actors, kind of between Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Gosling
not
this
Matt
year.
Steele scab era.
Listen, I am not doing anything wrong.
He's scabbing.
Best supporting actor this year is very much kind of Robert Downey Jr. versus Ryan Gosling. Both are kind of considered probably like equally due for an Oscar. Okay. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. has been in the business for a little longer, but I mean, we'll see. Both are very different performances. Steele, do you anticipate an A24 mainstream era now that they're getting guy? They've been mainstream, like they at least in like the LA bubble, the LA New York bubble. Like
all their films become a big deal. So.
Yeah, so it's so sad though. I don't think we needed it to drop those bombs. So many people died.
Oh, regarding.
Oh well, I mean that's a complex issue.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I will say again.
That's essentially what the whole movie's about.
I guess I can't promote that because I won't be seeing it. So SAG likes me.
I don't think anyone is promoting nuclear bombs.
Hey,
but
I guess some people are. Michael Smith doesn't want no scab.
I don't want no scab.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Butch Queen. Welcome.
What's going on?
How's everybody doing today?
I know. How's everyone's Monday? Sorry we're making y'all come on
it's
a
fine.
day after work.
We love coming.
But you know what? I'm always here after I come from work on a Sunday.
Yes.
Y'all need to know what it feels like.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we're like punishing them.
Listen, I'm going to be like Doja Cat. I'm going to be like, fuck the fans.
Oh my God. What is going on with Doja Cat?
I mean, we never really cared about her much to begin with, but excellent performer.
Yeah.
But what a mess. What's she doing?
I think she's trying to be like, oh, I'm a real artist now, and I do things like hate my fans and make music no one wants to hear. Like, great. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Cool, I guess.
That's great.
Like, I don't know if you want to be like the sort of like badass, like rude pop star, like pop hip hop star, like Azalea Banks got that covered.
I mean, yes, but I guess it's interesting to see because Doja Cat's like popular actually. So it's like Azalea is like, that's kind of her main gig is being like a negative Nancy online.
Sure.
So Doja doing this is just an interesting turn that I did not foresee.
Kind of her fault.
I hoped that I just assumed she liked being famous, but it's like she's tanking it. It's like what I assume Elon Musk is doing to Twitter/X right now.
Sure.
Just trying to make it as bad as possible.
I thought that was supposed to happen yesterday.
It didn't, and then apparently it came out that Microsoft owns the copyright to X. So he can't really do it now. So another flop under his belt.
That's so funny.
Just embarrassing.
It's so funny.
Wasn't this man, before we knew much about him, wasn't he supposed to be touted as like, oh, what a genius. He's going to revolutionize everything. He just gets it.
Dude, he could have just stuck with the cars.
I know. And then we know you just bought the car. It's not like it was your idea, but we could have pretended, or you could have convinced us from behind the scenes that you were a genius. But now we see so much of you.
I mean, you always say with pop star, it's like, why can't we just stay in our lane?
Yes, it's all about staying in one's lane. And he did not need to be a public figure to the degree he is. And it's just like, choices. People are making choices. I just started a free trial with Apple Music, and I'm really liking it. The sound quality is actually superior to Spotify MO. Oh, I guess people are considering switching because Spotify is ramping up. They're saying it's going to be $1 more. Spotify
I got that email.
It's going to be $10.99.
I mean, guys, like everything is going to go up. But like, I will say though, not to like. I mean, I am a loyal Spotify user and everything. I will say Spotify doesn't get as loud as I want it to be sometimes.
Oh.
Like if I'm listening to something on YouTube, I'm always just like, yeah, crank it up. Like sometimes I listen to Alien Superstar on YouTube, and I feel like a fool doing it.
That's very specific.
But it's because it like
is it like on YouTube on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I know.
That is real.
I know. I hate it.
That is real young person.
That's what the kids do.
Which, by the way, I don't forget. Don't let me forget that I need to talk about children today, like young people and their behavior in movie theaters.
Oh no.
It's like, guys, we love all the generations, and like, we love Olivia Rodrigo. She's Gen Z. Billie Eilish, that song from that movie is maybe my favorite Billie Eilish song. I love that song. But the last 4 times I've been to theaters, it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, where do you think you are? Be quiet. We're trying to watch a movie.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, well, this is what you get for going to a movie theater on a weekend.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I thought it would be nice to see, and I just thought we all had a level of decorum, which we do not have.
No.
People are out of control.
They're out of control.
Out of control.
Yes, audiences are horrible. They're throwing shit at pop stars.
I mean, and they're talking through movies. It's crazy.
If I was Doja Cat, I'd hate the fans too.
Well, I mean, Miranda Lambert hates her fans too.
Oh my God, I love it.
How dare you take a selfie? I'm singing country music. It's like, girl, shut up.
I love that.
Oh my God. Very Kid Fury rants. I can't wait. I in general don't mind children just being there, but the teens, they're talking as if they're filming a reaction video. And people want to hear their thoughts. It's like, I don't know you and you must shut up.
Yeah.
You just must be quiet.
Yeah, I mean, but teens have always kind of been loud in movie theaters.
I was never
not you, but were raised right.
I just assumed we all were.
Yeah, no.
You were?
Yes.
Who are these teens?
Of course I was.
Who are these weird teens? How were they raised?
Horribly.
I feel like it's a current problem. I don't feel like I would go to movie theaters even as a young person when we were kids and people would be like yip yapping. It's not like if you're 5 and running around, fine, whatever. But if you're a teen,
if your kid's running around, it's
not ideal.
Your kid's not old enough to be in the movie theater.
It's not ideal, but I get it, and it happens. If you're a teen and you have your wits about you, what the fuck are you doing?
A lot of teens don't have their wits about them.
And you work with so many.
I do.
They wouldn't talk in a movie theater, would they?
I've never gone to a movie with them.
You need to tell them not to.
I don't trust them to not talk.
Really?
No, yeah. No. And not just the teens, like the early 20s kids.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Why?
Well,
it's shocking to me.
Some people like to talk. Some people like to be loud.
I guess.
Look at us. We're yip yapping.
It's true, but people are looking at us to yip yap. If we were just watching a movie next to them, we'd be quiet.
We would.
Yeah.
Because we have class. Hello, Maxwell.
Hi, Maxwell.
Ricky agrees that Spotify, the music is a little too low.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Did you guys see Barbie together?
No.
He saw it while I was away in New Jersey, and
Yes.
I just got back from it.
Did you come from Barbie to here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah. Who are these weird teens? Palmer has me wrong.
These are my feelings.
I think that's a boomer take. Teens are going to be loud and dumb.
I'm fine with teens being loud and dumb in most places. In a movie theater or if I were at a play or a musical, shut the fuck up. Even if you're a teen, and if you can't do it, then don't. Then wait till it comes out on fucking Netflix.
Yeah,
on a streaming
do what
service.
you love to do and watch it on a screen this big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Can we not bash Gen Z? Look, I don't bash them about a lot of things. Tyler, you need to tell your people this isn't okay. This isn't okay.
I will say that teens our age did it as well.
They did not. We're not in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yes,
back in Atlanta, Georgia, we were, people were definitely raised right. I've never has it been happening as often as it's happening now. Would you say that it happened as often when you were growing up as it happens now?
I rarely went to I rarely go to movie theaters when it's packed with people. I always go on a night where it's not full of people. Even as a teenager, I was let me go on an off time. Remember the time we saw oh God, what did we see? Gone Girl, and it was full of people, and we sat we had to sit in the front row.
I do remember that.
Oh, what were we doing?
Straight up.
I know. I had a good time though. Still,
that was good.
Yeah.
I remember when we watched A Star Is Born, and I got there late. Did we both get there late?
Did we see it? We didn't see it together.
Did we not? Oh,
we didn't see it together.
And I got there late, and I was like, sucks.
You got there late, the actual movie had started?
The movie had started.
That's means you were really late. Was it in AMC? Because that's 25 minutes of previews. I don't understand how people live their lives like that.
I have a lot of stuff going on, and it didn't seem like I missed much. I saw her in the parking lot being like, I made up a song.
That can't be where you entered because that's a solid 20 minutes
I
into the
entered
movie.
when she was like with her family in a place that was not Jersey and was LA supposedly.
That's still pretty. That's like 10 minutes into the movie.
Well, I don't feel like I missed much. Guys, I don't stop talking, but in a movie theater, I keep my thoughts to a minimum and very quietly. Interesting. So you must verbally express at a movie theater. That's shocking to me.
Well, who were we talking to? I think it was Falou. He was like, I'm about to go to Dreamgirls on the West End. I've never seen like a musical like on stage before. Right. Can I sing along to the songs? And I was like, no, you cannot. And he's like, but I want to. And it's like, sing them in your head.
I know.
Sing them in your head.
No, people don't know. Even when I was a teen, I thought teens were too loud. I always thought this conversation, your conversation isn't that great that it needs an audience. Absolutely. If you show up to a movie when it's already started, I hate your guts. You can hate me, babe. I hated that movie. So we all were hating something.
I just think it's so weird. Like what's like the beginning is usually the best part.
Well, was it the best part of that one?
I don't remember. What was my favorite part of A Star Is Born?
We can talk shit about movies, right? That's not promotion.
I'm trying to think what my favorite part of A Star Is Born was. I think like the building up to like when she first like enters the big stage for the first time and sings Shallow. I think that part was really well done.
Oh.
I think that was my favorite part of A Star Is Born.
I like the Whitney song at the end.
when she's in her prom
dress,
and she has the strand that just goes around like
That's too much discussion.
And then I remember when I read the screenplay for A Star Is Born. I had to look it up for some reason. And it literally in the script it says, and then she looks up into the sky and a star is born. Blackout. And it's like, Bradley, what? Like, bad. What does that mean?
That's bad. It's bad.
And it could say she looked up and she sheds a single tear. That's what happened. Well, I figured a star was born in the middle of the movie, but no, it was actually the end. Then. Spoiler alert. A star is born in A Star Is Born.
Oh, no, Grace is upset. Sorry. We have to get our feelings about gags every once in a while. Maybe those particular teens were really loud. I generally stay quiet. I think that's great, Tyler. I will say I will say one of the times that this happened, it was not teens. So I shouldn't be blaming all teens for this.
Sure, it was stupid people.
It was people, I believe they were foreign, but I don't think that gives them, I think even, if you're in a theater, wherever you're from, you should be quiet. Corey shushed them.
Wait, what movie was this?
I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Oh, yes. Fun.
Yeah.
Cute. I missed that one.
Buying you a tub of popcorn is that to keep them quiet? LOL. Shit talking movies is SAG sanctioned. That's what I'm thinking. Like, well, that's not promotional.
Yeah. What should we shit talk?
I don't know. What other movies suck? I mean, I don't think I'm trying to think of the things we're doing tonight. I don't think the Ariana SpongeBob stuff is shit talking. It's just telling the truth.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
This is what.
Guys. What? Oh. Weird. And we'll get to it once we start recording this.
So
that
insane.
Was a weird.
And what was I was on set, and we had just started editing for the thing that I was shooting, and I just looked at my phone and I was just like, I need to put my phone down. Because I was with my friend who is an Elphaba. And so she's very much looking forward to the Wicked movie as well. Yes. And so I was just like, Cecilia, girl. You don't want to know what's going down on the set of Wicked.
No.
Yeah.
How'd she react when she found out?
She was just like, I thought he was gay, which is what a lot of people
thought.
You know. I was like, no, girl, he's got a wife and a young child.
I became a patron this week. I appreciate the simpler
Thank
prices.
You, David.
Thank you so much.
You.
Are you still going to review every Beyonce album when you reach 100 patrons? Yes, and we've reached it.
We've reached 100 patrons.
We gotta
find time to do that.
Because right now I just started listening to that fucking. Yeah. We love everyone, but we got requested an album that is 39 tracks long, over 3 hours, of a girl group we've never heard of, and we love everybody.
Because it's like a best greatest hits album.
What we need to do is just look at the length of these requests when they come in and be like, this is too long, pick something else. Pick something else, because this is... Because have you started listening?
No.
Okay. Well,
I will. Yeah. So if you want to watch our review of that'll be on patreon.com/2GayMats.
Exactly. But yes, the Patreon is popping, guys. So we're going to be doing a lot of Patreon-only content.
I know, yeah.
Get ready for it.
We got to give the people what they want. And now that I'm back in town, I can actually do shit with you.
It's true.
Thank God.
It's true. Yes, I can't wait to... On Thursday, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to do to get things uploaded directly to the Patreon. It's going to be great.
Okay, great.
For all of us.
Great.
Okay, so should we get started with the podcast?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so since you're closer, I'm going to need you to click. See, at the top right of that window, it says "Start Recording." Okay. I need you to click that.
Click it now.
Sure, click it now.
Guys, I did something.
Yes, look at you, tech savvy.
All right.
Okay, so this is going. All right.
Guys, for the first time ever, Matt Palmer allowed me to push a button.
I
for
know.
the podcast.
It was a very big moment for Matt Steele, but I think you did a lovely job.
Yes, and I did it with my right hand too, because the computer's closer to my right hand, and I'm left-handed.
Yes.
And so, wow, the skill that took.
And the thing is, if only the Wicked producers knew how skillful you were, you could be dating Ariana Grande right now.
I know. But did they watch my audition? No.
That's the thing. If Ariana had watched it, she'd be like, "Ooh, what's his deal?
Ooh, what's his deal?
Is he?" No, I was just thinking, is he married?
then maybe she wouldn't have wanted.
That's the thing. Maybe not. We love everybody. It will be a fun show today. And if everybody's happy and healthy, we think that's good.
Oh, not everybody's happy in this situation.
I don't know that. I don't think we've heard from her, have we?
We have a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You need to tell me the quote from Mrs. Ethan Slater.
I don't think there was a quote directly from her, but it was people who had spoken to her.
That she was blindsided?
A little bit.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we have a lot to talk about, so everybody stay tuned. 2 Gay Mats. Do you want to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another 2 Gay Mats podcast. It is Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And I am back in town. We are in the same room again.
Can you believe it?
I am thrilled because, as much as we love live, hooking up the technology to live stream when we're on opposite ends of the country.
Yes.
It is a little frustrating.
Absolutely.
And a little weird.
Yes.
Because sometimes there's a lag.
Absolutely.
But here we can just bounce off of each other and have that chemistry available now.
Absolutely.
Kelly Clarkson.
Great Kelly Clarkson album. Great Matt Palmer and Z Future song. Both available now. Yes, I agree. I'm happy that you're back here in LA. And Matt, still, how was your trip?
My trip was very good.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time on set because I was directing a project that my friend was producing.
Ultra low budget.
It was micro budget. Actually, micro budget contract. Therefore, it is not a struck company.
We love that.
Yes, so the actors were very much allowed to partake, and we had a good time and everything. I won't go into too many details because optics.
Yeah, optics indeed.
But it was a really wonderful time. I worked with a lot of great people. I worked with some children, which was very fun. I got to direct some children.
Wow.
And there was one little girl named Olive.
Was she like a little Raven Simone?
Icon, legend.
Wow.
She came walking in, and she had to do a dramatic scene. And she comes walking in, and she said, "I practiced."
Oh.
And I said, "Okay, girl, well, show me what you practiced." And she showed me, and she was incredible.
Wow.
I know.
How old are we talking?
Oh, I want to say 6.
I love that. I love nothing more than a child with true talent.
True
pursuing
talent.
their dreams. So, Olive, we're with you.
We are with you. We stand.
We stand Olive.
So yeah, we shot about 5 different short films in 4 days.
Wow.
So it was very, very hectic and very fun. We did a little bit of editing before I got to fly back to LA. And I got to, of course, hang out with my family.
Yes.
My brother and his boyfriend are getting their bathrooms redone in their house.
Cool.
So they were there staying with us and
nice.
everything at, my house. And so it was a house full of, the parents and the brothers and my mom and stepdad's 2 cats and my brother and his boyfriend's 2 cats.
Wow.
So a lot of cats and everything. And it was fun the entire time. Me, my brother, and my mom and stepdad were trying to convince my brother's boyfriend to buy us all this $8.5 million house in Princeton.
Well, that's pretty expensive, I gotta say.
Yeah, but he, he's the one with the best job out of all of us.
Sure, but does he have an $8 million job?
If he tried really hard, maybe then he could reach that.
Okay.
But because it's my brother's dream to live in Princeton one day, and so they want to buy a house in Princeton at some point. But they're looking for much cheaper locations, but my brother his fingers just keep slipping to those real expensive ones, and he's just like, "Ryan, can't we just do this one?" And he's like, "Michael."
I mean, I've got prayers for Ryan. I want him to be okay and safe. I'm sure they'll find a house that is within everybody's budget, and everyone will be happy about that.
Yeah, but we were putting the pressure on him. Oh, the house had a theater in the basement, a stage.
It better have. It was $8 million.
It was adorable.
Okay.
I would love it. But alas, we haven't gotten it yet. We need to put the pressure on him a little more.
I don't want to put pressure on him, but I'm glad you guys had a fun trip.
It was a very fun trip. I just landed this morning back in LA, and then I, showered and shaved and went up to Burbank because I knew we were recording 2 Gay Mats. And in the meantime, I saw something.
Yes.
I will call it a Barbra Streisand concert.
Sure.
Where the opening act was Nicole Kidman.
Okay. So you were at an AMC.
I didn't say it.
Okay. You can. I think you can say AMC. I think that's fine.
I know, but then people will know what it was.
It's fine. Yes, I also saw a Barbra Streisand concert. I saw it on Saturday, I believe. It was after we went to a Cheesecake Factory, which I've been to Cheesecake Factory a lot recently because I went for Janie's birthday. But then Jackson, myself, and one of his old neighbors, Judy, we all went together because she's a big Barbie person. Used to work at Mattel, actually. So,
damn.
It was fun to be there and see it. And when I was watching the film, my thoughts were always, gosh, I hope that every writer and every actor was paid fairly, and I hope every writer and actor is paid fairly in every production. And so it just would be lovely to be able to discuss this film in depth because I liked it. I have some feelings about it, but alas, we cannot because we are not trying to promote the studios at this time. But it made a bunch of money.
It made a whole bunch of money.
That movie did, as did Oppenheimer. And I think it's great that people are in theaters because I always do mock you about, theaters dying and your industry going to shit. But this didn't happen this weekend.
Oh, but like this year, well, and like last year too, like movies were doing well. But this year, really, like people are excited to go to the movies and not just, the Marvel, DC franchises of it all. Like those are flopping. It's like, what's happening? Like everyone was seeing Barbie or the Barbra Streisand concert or the Big Boom movie.
Right.
And some people seeing both in the same weekend and dressing up for it. People are excited to go back to the movies.
Could you imagine seeing them both back to back, though? Like, that feels like a big time commitment.
The last time I did a double feature, it was Manchester by the Sea in the morning and La La Land at night. There was a lot of feelings going on in my heart.
But did you have a lunch break? Like, did you have a stretch of time where you weren't in the theater?
I did.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I had a little break. I had an intermission, but it was very worth it. It was that day was very, very fun.
Yes.
And so, I mean, congratulations to the marketing teams for both of these movies.
The marketing teams, the actors, and the writers. We congratulate you.
Yes.
Studios.
I guess you were involved.
I guess you were involved.
Flops. I guess you were involved.
But I will say one last thing about this whole weekend. I really loved seeing how many people dressed up. My feelings about Beyonce being one of the last pop stars to make music and releasing music an event. So having any sort of pop culture moment that's like positive and actually good be such an event was just exciting to see. And I felt bad. I was like, fuck, I should have worn pink.
Nah,
I know.
I wore blue. I'm wearing navy blue. I know.
I didn't have to, but I would have been cute just to be. I don't want to be at a costume party not dressed up. I just didn't realize I was going to a costume party.
Oh, you know me. If there's a theme to the party, I am not following.
I know you're not.
I'm not.
I'm trying to think if I did anything else of note this weekend. I don't feel like I did. It was very lazy because Matt Steele was out of town and we had our lovely, if you listened to or saw our bonus podcast with Miss Into Podcast, it was very fun, very exciting. It was, a State of the Union about Kelly Clarkson. But I was editing that together. I edited a TikTok or two about Speak Now, Taylor's version, and that discussion. So I was like a little burnt out.
Sure. Oh, I have to say the last month and a half, I have been very busy with the production of it all. Matt Palmer, everyone give him a round of applause. He has really taken the reins, especially because in this era, we have switched over to our new Patreon.
Yes.
And that was a lot of work. Everyone, if you haven't become a patron yet, go to www.patreon.com/GKMats. And you will get a lot of bonus material.
Absolutely.
But Matt Palmer, thank you, Matt Palmer, because literally the past month and a half, maybe 2 months, he has really been putting in most of the bulk of the 2 Gay Mats work.
I promise I was not fishing for that, but I do appreciate it. Yeah. And I'm excited because we had a big success on the Patreon. People are really loving that Speak Now Taylor's version reaction. So we're going to be doing more patron-only things. So if you don't want to miss out on the content, you got to go. You got to be there. But enough about that.
Enough about that.
Are we ready to jump into the news for idiots this week?
I'm ready to dive right in because this is 2 of my favorite things, or 3 of my favorite things.
Yes.
Musical theater.
Yes.
Movies.
Yes.
Redheads finding success.
Okay.
Scandal.
This is okay. You've named 4.
I can just keep thinking of things as I keep thinking about this story in depth.
So on July 20th, TMZ posts a story that the title of knocked us all over on the Discord. It just says, Ariana Grande dating Wicked co-star Ethan Slater following split with husband whose name is Dalton Gomez. I couldn't think of it for the longest time, but I feel like a couple of days before it was announced that Ariana was no longer in her marriage, and so it was like, oh, what happened? It seems like, according to reports, they had split up back in January and have been going their separate ways ever since. He's dating, it's fine. The dust had kind of settled on the news that she had gotten a divorce. So it's like, okay, we're all going through that.
I didn't hear this news that they were going to. Yeah, so I was shocked by this, but I was a little more shocked.
It was very shocking the moment that I saw this headline, because I was like, okay, if I am to understand the character that you may or may not have auditioned for, I was like, that person looks like Matt Steele-esque. I assume he's playing Bach. I was just like, oh, Ariana's with Bach. Matt Steele could have been dating Ariana Grande right now if things were just a little bit different.
Guys,
I was blown away.
Had Bernie Telsey watched my audition tape for Bach in the Wicked movie, I would be dating Ariana Grande right now.
And then it came out, because I posted in the Discord, and our lovely patron Adam Parnell was like, there's no way this is true. He is happily married and just had a kid.
Yes, when I saw the headline, I was like, I'm pretty positive he is married. He has been with this woman for a long time.
They were high school sweethearts. They had been together, I believe, for 10 years. And then before, Ethan has since made his Instagram private. But before he did, people were going back on his like posts of like dedications to his wife and how amazing she was and how amazing she's been as a mother in these past few months, and seeing that Ariana had liked them. And it's like, okay, look, everyone should follow their heart and follow their bliss when it comes to their romantic relationship. You want to be in the right one, absolutely. But for me personally, the last person I'd be looking for when trying to find a partner would be someone who's married with a baby. Like, I understand you're in close quarters, you're making a film, you're artistically together, and like finding, you're getting back in touch with your musical theater side after being a pop star for so long. So why not, dip your pen in the company ink? But when that ink has a ring, I just don't, I worry.
And Mr. Slater, I get it. She is a pop star.
And she's gorgeous.
She's
so
gorgeous.
Talented.
But your wife is also beautiful.
Stunning.
So beautiful. And I love you so much, I'm sure. Not a statement from the wife was released, but it was revealed through the news that this, I guess, separation from the wife came as a shock to the wife.
Yes.
And then the wife apparently did not find out that Ethan was dating Ariana Grande until the news broke. Imagine. Ethan, sir, what are you doing? What are you thinking? That is wrong on so many levels. It's bad. Girl, and I'm supporting you. I hope you do well and find success and everything. But sir,
I know.
Don't. No, you made a commitment.
And you know what? We're not in their bedroom. We're not in their relationship.
Of course.
Maybe there were big, giant problems.
Apparently, the wife said that there didn't seem to be.
That's what I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, because
listen. There is nothing on this planet more privileged and spoiled than a straight man in musical theater. Okay? Everyone talks about like male privilege and everything, and of course it exists and everything. We just saw the Barbra Streisand concert, which was a theme in that concert.
Yes.
But the most privileged of all straight men are straight men in musical theater, because they get everything and people fawn all over them because like they are not only are they straight guys, but they are a rarity in the field, and they are needed in the field. Like they are like a precious like blood diamond that you so rarely find. And so this is peak straight guy in musical theater behavior, I feel.
Well, I just have to say, if anybody doesn't want to feel the pressure of your production starring Ethan Slater and being like, I don't need all that bad publicity around this brand new musical that we were going to build around him, my lovely co-host Matt Steele is available and ready to take over. I feel like you've been in the wings waiting for the moment to be like, Ethan Slater canceled, Matt Steele rise up.
We have to refilm everything once the strike is over.
Yes.
We have to refilm everything. And I will take the reins as I don't need to be Bach. I'll be Ariana Grande's next boyfriend.
Sure.
Because guess what? I'm single. Look, and if Ariana Grande, let's be realistic. If Ariana Grande approached me tomorrow and was like, Matthew, I want you to be my boyfriend, I would be like, of course I will. I'll tell you I love you, and I love boobs, and I love positions.
Well, 3 lies. But I was more.
I won't lie about the light is coming. I can't do that.
Everyone has a line, And I was kind of thinking of you more as, taking over roles in musical theater or films that maybe Ethan was slated to play. But if you'd like to take the role in Ariana's personal life, I guess that works too.
It's okay. Listen, Ethan is very, very talented. It's great that he got Bach and everything. And Dina, I am a director now.
That's true. You can make your own content. We're making some right now.
I'm going to make my own Wicked movie.
I can't wait for that.
All right. Someone give me, I don't know, write me a check for $8.5 million because I'll film it all in the basement of my Princeton mansion.
I just have to say that the two big films this weekend that we've, touched upon made a total of $162 million as the Big Boom movie jumped to $82 million. And the Barbra Streisand concert had a record-breaking estimate of, already had a $155 million estimate, and then it bumped up to $162 million. I just need to highlight those numbers because it's all very impressive. And I am happy for your industry. Doing well with things that are not, franchises or sequels or reboots. Like, this is original. I mean, sure, it's IP, but it's original films. Yes. So I think that's just an exciting moment that we should be celebrating.
Done by people who are seen as auteurs at this time,
Absolutely.
Christopher Nolan and Greta Gerwig. I mean, Barbie is right now the most successful debut weekend for a film directed by a woman ever.
Iconic.
And so that's just incredible.
Yes.
And everyone was counting out movies. Ever since COVID, everyone's counting out movies. Movies are dead. And I was like, baby, the pendulum always swings back. There's going to be some burnout when it comes to these like superhero movies and everything. And people are going to start getting excited about the Big Boom.
It does suck that it swung back during the strikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish we could talk about this and not have to censor ourselves as much as we are talking about the content of these films. But I feel like this is worth it. We're obviously on the union side. And speaking of the strikes, did you see what Universal Studios did? Yes. And how they fucking trimmed those trees so the people who were striking would not have shade. It's like, what is wrong with you? It's like the fact that obviously the public perception of you is that you are the villain in this story and you're doing nothing but prove them right.
Yeah, you don't need to lean into that.
No, why? Why do you want to be like up in your ivory tower, twisting your mustache when you could be like, I'm going to try to make a deal with the people and get the people on our side because they're the people that are going to be consuming the content. We don't want them to hate us. But instead, you decided to take a fucking axe to a tree. Not an axe, but what cuts the leaves?
Like a tree clipper.
Yeah, like a hedge.
Yeah, it's like something on. It's like I've done it before with the cherry tree in my front yard. I haven't done it, but like I've seen a big strong man do it. And it's like it's like a big giant, looks like a hedge clipper, and you tie a rope to it, and you have to like get it up there and pull the rope, and it chops.
You know what I think when you say cherry tree?
What?
Catherine McPhee on her knees singing Black Horse.
Black Horse Cherry Tree.
She sucks too, but that was a moment in time that I remember.
Oh yeah, she was
Right?
great. She was great in that performance. I was always an Elliot Yamin stan of that season.
I feel like that's come up a lot.
Yes,
I
it
feel
has.
Like everyone knows that you are
always robbed Elliot Yamin.
Elliot Yamin. How are you feeling about the films that are being rescheduled due to the strikes, including a Zendaya flick?
When I was at the Barbra Streisand concert today, I saw that trailer for Challengers.
Yes.
And it said September 15th on it. And I was like, ooh, someone didn't push the right button and change the
because now it's
date.
spring 2024. It's supposedly, but in fairness, in excitement for me, it's right around my birthday.
Yeah, that's a fun movie to see for like a birthday thing.
Sure.
It seems like nice and campy and homoerotic.
Hey, and that's what I want my birthdays to be. Nice, campy, and homoerotic.
I wonder if they are sort of, because a movie like Challengers is, it's I feel like they're sort of banking on Zendaya being the draw to this movie,
sure.
And so they're like, okay, well, we have to wait until she is able to do the publicity for it.
Absolutely.
Whereas something like, well, Barbie and Oppenheimer, but the Barbra Streisand concert and the Big Boom, they all their marketing has been done before the strike and everything.
Right.
And something like The Color Purple, they're really banking on like the name of the title of the book that people love.
You did see in the article that there was discussion on maybe pushing that back.
I'll kill myself. I will kill myself.
I was hoping that you'd be a little bit more measured about your feelings there.
I will kill myself. I don't think. I mean, obviously, like it's an all-star cast, an amazing cast, and everything. But I don't know if they're like banking on the cast to sell the movie because it is The Color Purple.
Right.
The name itself has such recognition and everything.
Ideally, this would be over by then.
Yes, of course.
Ideally,
yes.
people will be back to work. I won't have to watch a whole. Of course, I'm going to watch some of the garbage reality shows that are being put on the air this fall. But like, really, you want me to do that in the spring too? Like, no. Let them get to making season 3 of Abbott, please. For me. For
you.
Speaking of homoeroticism, Troye Sivan released a music video, I think maybe a week and a half ago, called Rush.
Yeah.
And I forgot to talk about it last week, so let's talk about it this week. I like the song a lot. I thought the music video was cool. It kind of felt like a gay Britney Spears I'm a slave for you moment. And I think we might be reacting to it on our Patreon at some point this week. But Either way, I really enjoyed the song. I feel like it got mixed reviews song-wise, but people seemed to like of the video, except there was blowback, where else but gay Twitter, where people were saying that there are body diversity critiques. Essentially, like, why are there not people of all shapes and sizes here in this video that's all about, like, sexual liberation for gay people and all of this, which I think is a valid concern in general media terms.
Sure.
But I will say that we as a community find things to critique about gay artists so fucking often. Like, queer artists always are put under a microscope, have to do everything so perfectly. Like, as if months ago when Sam Smith was releasing music videos from his latest record, people were not critiquing their fashion, critiquing like how they looked in their clothing. I feel like I've seen mean shit about Sam Smith being like on a boat in a swimsuit and being like, oh, this is disgusting. So it's like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say you want to see body diversity wherever you see it, and then when you do see it, try to tear it down. And it's like, would you be doing this if it was a new Britney Spears video and there was just a bunch of hot guys dancing behind her? Like, no, you wouldn't care. But because it's a gay person that you feel like has something that you want or you deserve or you think he doesn't deserve, it's just, I feel like it's easy. And even though the criticism is valid, I think we have to spread the wealth. Did you watch the Padam Padam video and have the same reaction? I don't think so.
Well, and also, I don't know. When I saw the music video, I remember thinking, like, when have I ever seen a giant group of, like, guys with this body type being the sexual figures?
Exactly.
Like, a twinks aren't necessarily the ones being, like, praised in, like, a Britney Spears music video.
Right.
Like, it's usually a more, like, sturdy, straightish guy and everything. Whereas, like, this was also something very specific that I had never seen before. So I was like, oh, I want to celebrate that.
Right.
So yeah, I agree with you.
I have a knee-jerk rooting for every queer artist as a queer artist myself. And I feel like there are definitely valid critiques out there, but to nitpick these artists to the point that it's like, they can't be successful, and if they are, then fuck them, they didn't do X, Y, Z, right? It's just like such a weird thing that I feel like the gay community does, and I wish we just let it go. Let people perform and, like, sure, give them the critiques, but don't, like, discount their art because you didn't find everything you wanted to see in a music video.
And you know, I get it. Like, as a gay consumer of stuff, I really always, like, want everything to be perfect and, and you know, and stuff like that. So I understand the sort of compulsion to do something like that,
right.
But you know, I don't know. I was happy with the music video.
I think I was excited.
And it was cool and sexy and
they pushed
fun.
The envelope.
It pushed the envelope so much in so many different ways.
I'm very happy for his success.
Yeah.
So, did you see this fucking video of the fans behind
Woo!
with Lea Salonga? Somehow fans, maybe you know more than me, but what I'm seeing here, audience members at Here Lies Love were able to get backstage and infiltrate Lea Salonga's dressing room and then wouldn't leave. She literally had to escort them out herself. I have no idea how this happened, but I watched the video and she is so fucking kind to these people who are it's like, you have violated my space in such a way that I don't feel safe, and I'm still gonna go above and beyond to be nice enough to you. Like, get the fuck out of my face. You should not be here. I will see you at the stage door.
I mean, if you know Two Gay Mats, you know that we stan Lea Salonga here at Two Gay Mats.
Of course we do.
She is like the Meryl Streep of the Philippines. Like, she is a queen, a legend, and she handled that like a queen. I imagine the way they got backstage was because Here Lies Love, like, what they did was they took a big Broadway theater and they completely gutted it and made it look like a sort of like a nightclub. And so the stage is sort of like on platforms throughout the room and everything. So there are a bunch of doors leading backstage and everything. And so when the cast I imagine when the cast like exits through a door, like maybe some audience members are close to them and they can slip through as well.
Okay.
And so, there's just video footage of Lea Salonga backstage, and she is just telling these, and they're like, and you know, the fans, you know, I believe they're Filipino, these fans, and in the Philippines, they worship and adore Lea Salonga, understandably. Yes. And so they're just like, Lea, we love you. We want a picture and everything. And Lea Salonga is just like, thank you. I appreciate it, but you should not be here right now. She's like, this is not okay. This is not okay. Like, you don't have passes. And originally, I think she thought that maybe they were like a friend of like the producer or something like that. And she's like, and so I think she thought that maybe they got back there for some reason, but she knew they should not be in that part of backstage, which is where she was. And so she was just like, like, if you want a picture, you can go up to the top of the stairs. I will see you there, and I will take a picture with you there. And they were like, you want us to wait outside? And she's like, inside, I don't care. I'll take a picture with you inside. Help here, I will lead the way. And she like led them to where she thought they were supposed to stand.
It's just so scary.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who these people are. I feel like, you know, we're talking every week about a different pop star on stage getting pelted with something from the audience. You don't know what people's intentions are. And she handled it so gracefully to the point where it's like, oh, I would not have been that nice.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way I would have been that nice.
And you can just tell she is fuming underneath.
As she should be.
Yeah.
Understandably. So everyone leave Lea Salonga alone. I get it. You're excited. She's amazing. But don't do that. Jason Aldean fucking sucks. Have you seen anything about this?
I've seen stuff on it. I'm not watching that video.
Oh, I didn't watch a second of the video. It has since been pulled from CMT, but apparently it is a very thinly veiled illusion. The song is called Try That in a Small Town. It's essentially a song that makes reference to sundown towns, which is basically places where black people, it's like you needed to be in your house by the time sun went down or like something, AKA possibly lynchings could happen to you. And the fact that he is inciting violence as a person who in Vegas, it was his concert that had a mass shooting. Mm-hmm. And he is going to fan the flames of violence and racism. And it's just so disgusting. And I am so sickened by the fact that he sings with Kelly Clarkson on Stronger. He sings, Don't You Want to Stay With Her? And I'm like, fuck, now we need another country artist to sing that with her. Because it's like, this guy is terrible for the country, terrible for the world. And of course, you look at the Hot 100 and right in a row is this fucking racist. Luke Combs, who's been outed as a racist in the past couple of weeks, and Morgan Wallen, famously racist. And it's like, thank God for BTS fans for making sure none of those racists got to be number one on the Hot 100, because Jungkook from BTS is number one with Lotto, new single. I haven't heard the song, but man, I fucking love it.
You know what, guys? Stream it. What's the song called?
It's called Seven.
Seven
forever.
My favorite number.
It's just like, I don't know why the Hot 100 has been hijacked by these racists. It's like, I am just trying to enjoy music and ignore all of these people, but it makes it difficult when Billboard has to post like, oh, this new racist is top of the charts, first time ever. And it's like, it's just so sickening and gross in the fact that like these racist people are coming together to play these people on Spotify as much as possible, buy their shit from iTunes as much as possible, just so you can highlight the fact that this country is disgusting. It's like, great, lovely. Like, I just can't wait for Olivia Rodrigo's album to drop and for her to be in the top 20, all 20 fucking tracks. Well, 12 tracks. I think it's short.
Well, let's go, guys. Guts.
Please.
Available soon.
September like 8th, possibly?
Sure.
Something like that.
Everyone stream it.
Speaking of breakups, you saw Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello, I can't say his name, got separated, getting divorced.
Yeah.
Apparently he wanted kids, she didn't. But also apparently she has an adult child. So it's like, I get her not wanting to do all of that again.
Sure.
So that's sad. They were a beautiful couple, but hopefully everybody's happy and safe. Did you listen to the Britney Will.i.am?
Why wouldn't they be safe?
I don't know. You never know. I want everyone to be happy and safe. Those are my feelings.
Okay.
Did you just listen to the Britney Will.i.am song?
I sure did. You know what? 2013 was a fun year.
It was a time, and
you know what? That song wouldn't even be fun in 2013.
I mean, again, we're gonna start this with we love Britney
Oh, I mean,
Spears.
of course.
We have no bad words to say about her, but
are we fans of the album Britney Jean?
No. And so to hear a Britney Jean B-side be polished
C-side.
It's like, guys, no one needed to hear this.
I do like that little backup choir in the back and near the end.
Do you?
It's kind of it's a little something.
It's something, but like it's not a something I needed to hear on that song.
Yeah, it's just a little something. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than like you can tell it was recorded a long time ago.
Right. And I mean, if she's releasing stuff, I hope this means that there's new music coming.
Yeah.
And it just, after I listened to it, I listened back through Gloria and was like, what a fantastic album. So we know what she's capable of. She just needs to stay away from Will.i.am. Like Will.i.am, I'm not going to say I've disliked all of his music. I really liked The End, that album by Black Eyed Peas. I think a lot of his songs with Fergie specifically are very good. But this is shit. And he's made a lot of shit with Britney Spears. Like we've had Big Fat Bass isn't good. All of Britney Jean, I think he was the executive producer of. And now this. So it's like maybe you guys are not a match musically, and that's okay. That's okay. She should go and work with other people. She did a great job with Justin Tranter, Julia Michaels.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, everyone does a good job with Justin Tranter and Julia Michaels.
It's true.
It's like if you have a Justin Tranter and Julia Michaels song on your album, it's going to be a good album.
It's true. It's true. Twitter is supposedly rebranding as X, even though it hasn't happened yet. It was supposed to happen yesterday or today or something. It has still not happened. Elon Musk apparently has been trying to call shit X for
so
decades.
long.
Like when he was on the board of directors at PayPal, was it? He was trying to change it to X.com, and they were like, "That's a bad idea. You can leave." And
like, I get it. Like Y2K, like stuff is coming back, like in trends and everything. And so, like, I don't know, a lot of people liked like X's and computer symbols and stuff like then. But like, no, this is so dumb. And that logo with the black, it's like the thing with Twitter is like, it was blue, it had a cute little bird on it, and that made the app feel like, you know, everyone could be like, oh, I want to join this app. This is a way to like build a community and to like talk to a bunch of different people and everything. With X, it looks like a porno app or something. Like with the black and everything, and it's like gritty and cool. It's like older people are going to be turned off from it. Younger people are going to be turned off from it. And, you know, our generation, which is still young, but a little older than young, we're turned off from it because we're just like, this is stupid.
It's stupid. Why are we doing this?
Yeah. Like, why are you going to change the name?
I know.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. Hopefully it doesn't happen because apparently Microsoft has patented or trademarked X already. So it was clearly not thought through. This man's not a genius. He really could have stayed behind the curtain and we all could have pretended this man was smart. He's proving himself to be dumber and dumber as the days go on.
Speaking of like new Twitters, how's your Threads doing? You been on it?
I posted a Brooke Valentine Justice for album cover. Then I was off.
Oh, cool.
Have you been on it?
I have not.
Well,
I sometimes I will like pop on like every like 4 days and I'm like, oh, people are posting.
Well, it's weird just because Threads, you're not just seeing the people you follow. They're not even up at the top. There's no like tab you can click to be like, I want to see the people I follow. So I'm just like seeing random shit.
It's just like very weird because like for years, Twitter people have curated their Twitter to see the things that they want to see on Twitter, because I don't follow people I know on Twitter,
right?
Like how I follow people I know on Instagram, or like I'm friends with them on Facebook or something like that. Like I use Twitter for a different reason,
right?
And so, and it takes like years to curate what you want out of that and everything. So with Threads, as time went on, I was kind of just like, yeah, like you can take time to curate your Threads into what you want it to be. But like when Twitter's already there, like people aren't going to want to spend the time doing that. But now that Twitter's called X.
That's the thing. I just need one other person to do it right. Whether it's Instagram fixing Threads, whether it's, you know, Blue Sky app, whether it's Spill, whoever does it the best, some young person let us know and we'll join. And I want one destination. And I don't want it to be Twitter or X or whatever it's going to be, because fuck Elon Musk. Let's see. Well, did I talk about Bethany and Jill reuniting last week?
No.
Bethany, to coincide with the premiere of the new New York Housewives, which is an entirely new cast. It's a rebooted show with all new people, including Jenna Lyons, who was the head of J. Crew for a long time, brought that brand back to life.
She was on The View a couple days ago.
Promoting.
And I was like, oh, I should ask Matt Palmer if he likes the new cast.
So far, I do like them.
Okay.
I think Jenna Lyons is very cool and mysterious. I think there's this girl, Brynn, who is very much like a fire starter. And I don't know. I think it has potential, absolutely. But because Bethany is a press monger, she decided to invite Jill Zarin onto her podcast to like finally hash things out after 13 years and released the podcast the day the new Real Housewives of New York premiered. They recorded 2 separate podcasts. One that was just them like rehashing their old issues, which, spoiler alert, neither of them are over. They're both as mad as they were back then. They talked over each other the entire time, which I guess people could say we do, but I think we leave each other some room to speak.
Yeah.
They did not. They're as angry about like who was guest hosting the Today Show. Bethany was like, you were just so grabby back then. Jill was like, I wanted to be on the ride with you. I was like, is this the season 3 reunion? Because neither of you have evolved. It was a mess, but I did, of course, listen to every second. And then they had a second podcast where they like reviewed the first episode of the new Housewives.
I love how after a fight, they're going to be like, okay, but now let's like...
They made a TikTok. They made so much content out of this like one afternoon they spent together.
Guys, just so you know, this is how the 2 gay mats work.
Absolutely.
We have a big fight off camera, and then we come on and we're just like, ha ha ha.
Exactly. So they basically were like, well, we don't want to trash the girls. It's not the girls. It's the production. It's the production. And they're like, we were more interesting when we started. We had stories you wanted to follow. All these people are cast. They're just influencers, and like shat on the cast for a whole hour. But again, I will listen to anything they put out. Even though Bethany, I do feel at this point, is a monster. She then has come out and decided, because she was inspired by the unions, SAG and WGA, taking a stand and being like, we're not going to be rigged over the coals and being treated unfairly. And Bethany was like, hey, last time this happened, there was such a reality boom. Why is there no union for reality stars? And so now she's on Instagram giving monologues about like deal points, like lawyer speak that she has made up by herself. Ooh. Of like, this is what we need to fight for, the legalities of, and it's like, I actually don't think a union for reality stars is a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I think it probably should come from someone who knows the law.
Sure.
Like, so she's making like, we should all be given $5,000 at least first season. And if a streamer like Peacock picks it up, every cast member needs an additional X amount of money. And it's like, where are you getting these numbers? Are you the person to be making these points, making these stands? So now she's doing the press circuit about that. Apparently she's like in a faux feud with Andy Cohen over it. And after this, it came out that she was starting back in like a decade ago, or at least 5 years ago. She was trying to make a reality show of her own. And one of the cast members was like, please look at the contract that Bethany Frankel wanted me to sign.
Oh.
Because she wanted 15% of my gross earnings on this show, off this show, any business I had afterwards. So it's not looking great for Bethany.
Listen, guys, the marketing teams of the Barbra Streisand concert and the Big Boom work hard. Bethany worked harder.
She does work very hard, and I will give her that. But man, a monster. And this is someone that I mean, I feel like I talk about this every week, but I loved her when New York started. You've seen the season. She's great. She's like the eyes of the audience. You root for her. She made such a success of herself. And the fact that now she spends her time like YouTubing like and trying different makeup things and talking shit about Meghan Markle. It's like, you have so much money. Just go somewhere and relax, you know? Lastly, Tony Bennett passed away.
Yes.
Very sad. 96 years, though, is a long, long life.
Yeah.
Collaborated with everybody under the sun. Big artist.
Yeah, we know his, and
vocalist.
everyone knows his last huge collaboration, like
Yes.
regularly, was Lady Gaga. I don't know if Lady Gaga has come out and said anything yet. I imagine.
I don't know that she has. I feel like she's probably still in mourning.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know?
And just like watching their relationship develop was so beautiful.
It
And
really
then when
was.
it came out that he had Alzheimer's, he struggled with Alzheimer's and everything, and watching Lady Gaga interact with him through that. And if you want to watch something that will just warm your heart and remind you like Lady Gaga is an angel, just remind you of that, like watch, I think it was like a news special about Tony Bennett when it came out that he had Alzheimer's and everything. And they did... It showed them doing a performance together, and how the way they would get him to remember the songs he was supposed to sing was to say, "Hey Tony, do you want to sing?" And they would insert specific song here, because then he would know, like, yes, I know Anything Goes or something like
Wow.
that. And then how one moment when she was on stage with him, he said her name and was like, Lady Gaga, and she like did a twirl, and it was like the first time he had remembered her name in a while in that moment. And so it's just a beautiful watch.
Right.
And their friendship was really special, and he's very talented, seemed like a really fucking cool guy.
Right.
Like he's in his 90s collaborating with like the biggest pop star on the planet, who was like, at the time, like dangling on stage bleeding and doing crazy things that you think a 90-something-year-old person would be like, no,
Right,
about.
exactly.
But he was just like, yeah, put me in a recording studio with her.
Honestly.
Like, super cool, lived a great life.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
rest in peace to a legend. Is there any other news for idiots you'd like to share with the people?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more 2Gay Mats, the podcast. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Beautiful. Look at you. Look at you.
How was that, kids?
How'd it go?
And I want to say thank you to Trisha, who gave something.
Oh, what did? Oh, Trisha, thank you.
Thank
That's
you,
very,
Trisha.
very kind. I rarely check out threads. Just got here. Have we talked about mind your business? We talked about it. I don't know how Instagram can't recreate the exact thing from Twitter after so much time of people begging for something different. I literally said this in a meeting about threads as a publicist. I'm exhausted. It's exhausting. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, the thing with threads, too, is like people go on Instagram for a different thing.
Right.
And so it was just so funny watching people who only use Instagram start to use something like Twitter, and they're like, you mean I can just say something?
Right.
Oh my God, this is so cool. And they would just like say something about their cats or something. And it was just like, nah, babe, this is what we use Twitter for.
Right, exactly.
like it's a whole different world.
whole new
So
world.
like watching them sort of discover that was kind of cute. It was
Right.
endearing.
Have y'all seen what's going on with Tori Kelly? I actually did see that right before we
Yeah.
got here. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that after. But it's like, that's so scary.
I just listened to her interview on Keep It this past
right.
week.
And I've been talking about how excited I am for her like two-step Y2K inspired album,
Yeah.
which comes out, I think, Friday. EP comes out Friday. It's just terrifying. That poor girl. I hope she's okay. You two are on fire tonight. I'm loving it. Oh, great, thanks. Gaga is the first person I thought of after the Tony news. I mean, Understandably. It's just very sad. Like, but he lived such a long and glorious life.
And he was singing up, he was performing concerts with dementia.
Right.
Like amazing. Like that is a feat.
It is quite the feat. Oh, Grace was mad at us about our A Star Is Born critiques. I apologize. Wait, what happened with Tori Kelly? I believe she's been hospitalized and rushed to the hospital with severe blood clots.
Yeah.
It's like very serious. So, I hope she's okay. Ariana Grande never struck me as the type of person to get involved with a married man. Honestly, makes me think she is more interesting. A mess. Also, what's this tea about Luke Combs? Apparently, he was saying like sexist and racist things on his Twitter, and the tweets came up. He was talking shit about Beyonce and Lady Gaga. Was it Lady Gaga? I don't remember. It was just like a bunch of screenshots that people were like, I hope it's not true. And it came out that they were true.
Right, let me find. We got an email, my heart, this week. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. All right. Hold on. We only got one email, my heart. So if anyone has another question.
Anybody have any questions? As dark as it is, I think about how MC will handle Patty leaving us. Oh, that'll be sad for her. Patty LaBelle. That'll be very sad. I mean, yes, I feel like whenever a celebrity dies, it always gets us twirling on the what ifs.
I know.
Are you guys planning to upload unedited album reactions to Patreon? We are. And that was what we did for Speak Now, and that's what we're going to do for Olivia Rodrigo. It'll be unedited replays that you'll be able to see only on Patreon.
I don't want to think anyone else is leaving us.
I know.
I mean, it's
part of life. It's what happens, but
it's just crazy when you kind of like see like a whole generation shift to another generation. Like it's how like our parents' generation is suddenly shifting to the generation we always associate with our grandparents.
I know. And so that means we are shifting to I know. And it's like, we don't have kids. We don't have a house.
I'm not in that generation until I got a baby coming out.
I don't know if that's how generations work. I also don't know if that's how babies work.
Listen, I'm about to date Ariana Grande. Anything is possible.
That's true. Even more ridiculous is that Luke Combs is making racist rants while getting attention for covering fast car crazy. It's true. I don't think his rants are recent. Not helpful, but just FYI. He's not doing it at the same time, but they were unearthed recently. His racist.
I hope he has learned.
I hope so too. I don't know. I don't know if he's come out and said anything about them though. I wonder about that.
Just say you're sorry.
Just say you're sorry.
Just say you're sorry. Just be like, it was stupid. It was wrong.
It's so hard because I have a fucking give me moments I want to say, but it's struck work. So I like can't. I have to think of something not struck. I saw a black and white picture of Elton John the other day and almost teleported to the moon because you thought it meant something bad. No, Elton's good. Elton's doing great. He testified against Kevin Spacey, I think. Elton John did.
Did he?
I think he did. I assume it was against him, not for him. He was definitely testifying at the trial.
Wow, I didn't know that. And his birthday was recently, so I think
Elton John's was?
I think so,
Oh,
and I think that's why there was like
Happy birthday,
pictures.
Elton.
Happy birthday,
Thank you so much for being a patron.
Great work. If Elton John was a patron,
he'd have to pay so much money.
right? He better be like the 25er.
Absolutely, he could go more if he wants. Glinda did just say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry.
I think of our generation, Olivia will be a legend. What I don't like with us, that stuff seems to be fleeting and doesn't last as much as they used to. But I feel like you have Olivia and Billie Eilish, who are like most certainly on track to being legends.
I think they are the two. They're obviously the two big like.
It's Lil Nas X is Gen X or Gen Z too, isn't he?
I think so.
I think that's 3.
When's he coming out with new shit?
I know, I miss him.
It's been a little while.
And Lorde said she was going to come soon, and it's still not happening.
Yeah, Lorde, what are you doing?
Because
hope you're getting out of the sun.
Exactly. Get inside, babe. Get inside.
Get into a basement.
I had a work call today with people talking about going to a Morgan Wallen concert and asking if everyone knows who he is. And I thought to myself, oh, yeah, he is the mess who says the N-word. You're absolutely right. I agree with Steele. I'm not of that generation until I pop out some good. It's not going to happen. I mean, time's a ticking, guys. That's all I'm saying. As much as we'd love to make the rules, time's going to go.
Lil Nas X, he was going to have a summer album out.
Well, TikTok, babe. You only got, what, a month and a half?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, I guess I can talk about something that's not struck work.
Okay.
Have you guys listened to all the tracks in Solar Power? I don't know if I did.
I did.
Because we didn't react. We didn't review that album.
No, we didn't. We didn't even react to the song.
No.
Yeah, because I think we like didn't have time or something like that. We just like,
and then we listened to that separately, and we're like, oh, this is not.
I remember my favorite song on that. I do like Mood Ring. I like Fallen Fruit. Forbidden Fruit? Fallen Fruit. I think it's
Jessica
Fallen
Simpson
Fruit.
has a Forbidden Fruit.
Okay, yeah. I do like Fallen Fruit.
I liked one of those songs. Though
I liked Domino.
It wasn't the
Dominoes?
one about getting high in the nail salon. There was one I liked though.
Oh yeah, I don't mind the nail salon song. You really dislike that song though.
I feel like there was one I liked, but I don't remember it. Maybe it was Mood Ring.
I think Mood Ring is nice.
What was her
and Fallen Fruit.
What was her third single?
Did that album have 3 singles?
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know.
I think Fallen Fruit was the 3rd single, maybe. Fallen Fruit.
Oh.
Fallen Fruit. The music video is her like walking on a beach, again, a beach. And she's just like walking and it keeps cutting to like different backgrounds, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go back?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Does anyone have a question?
Well, you missed your chance. If you do, send it in an email. Okay. All right, you got to start your part. Yes, you're a part of it. I'm a part of that.
I'm a part of that. I'm a part of that.
And you can be a part of Email My Heart.
Hey!
That's not even what we should be talking about. But if you do what?
If you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com, 2 spelled TWO.
Yes.
And you can have your email answered, read on this podcast. But first,
Absolutely.
you can also be a part of what, Matt Palmer?
The Apple Podcast rating system. If you go to your Apple Podcast app, look up 2gaymats, TWO. Just give us a nice 5-star review. That would do so much for us. You can even do it on Apple Podcasts as well. Or, excuse me, Spotify Podcasts as well. You could give us a rating, not a review. And we only accept 5 stars. So if you have anything less than that, just keep it to yourself. Write in the notebook. But if you have 5 stars to give us, we'd love to take them. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Matt Palmer was trying to get to Email My Heart before we got to that commercial.
I know, but just that I'm a part of that just was such a good transition. I couldn't let it go.
Oh, you know that's my Kathy song. You know if I had to perform any song
I
from the
could
last
see
5
that.
years, it would be that one.
Mine would be Climbing Uphill.
Oh, that's a great one.
It's a great
I mean, all her songs are classics.
I mean, of course.
Anyway,
Yes.
so the Email My Heart question we got this week is from the lovely Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
And so Thomas says, "Hey, Matt, hope all is well with both of you. My question this week is personal, but I was wondering what your stance is on moving back in with your parents after graduating university. Some context, I finished school this year and have been struggling in the big city where I studied ever since. It's extremely expensive, and without the crutch of being a student to fall on, I'm truly at a loss for how I could possibly stay here without a big change happening in my working life. I've been applying to jobs outside the restaurant one I work at currently, but it's not going my way, and I might need to give up on all that and this city for a period of time. I'm 22, so I know I'm still young, and I've been thinking that this might be a good idea for me to do for a while now, but I didn't want to fuel that fire if I didn't absolutely have to. I have very accepting parents who would allow me to do my own thing so long as I walked the dogs from time to time, LOL. My only gripe is that I'm going to miss the life that I've built for myself here. I have friends, an amazing dating pool, a booming nightlife, concerts constantly at my fingertips, and giving all that up is going to be hard, even if it's just for a short period of time. Beyond that, I have this false belief that I'm failing at life currently because I can't make this work. I say false belief because I know that this is objectively not true, but it really feels that way, and I want that feeling to shake. Anyways, rant over. What do you guys think about exploring this option? What advice would you have for me if I did take this step? I mean, it's great that you know, Thomas, that you are not failing at life.
Absolutely you're not.
Of course, we are all, me, Matt Palmer, all of the people here on the live chat,
Yes.
everyone listening, everyone always feels like they're failing at life.
It's true.
And that extends until you get to a certain age when you're
I think
old.
it keeps going.
I
think it keeps
Well,
going.
I'm sure there comes a point in your life where you're like seasoned and you're just like, you know what? I did good. I mean,
Well, I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see. Like when we're in our 90s, 100s,
Yeah.
you know. But Thomas, you are doing great, and do not ever feel bad about I think you would be responsible for you.
That's the thing.
To move in back in with your parents, and girl, save that money.
It sounds honestly like a great idea. I understand it's like a blow to the ego. You want to feel like, oh, I'm an adult now. I'm living on my own. But I hate to tell you, 22 or whatever age you said, maybe 23, is still very young. You are making a smart and wiser decision by moving home and not like accumulating debt, which a lot of young people do just because they want to feel like, oh, I'm making it, I'm still doing this, and that will hurt you so much more in the long run versus moving home with your parents who are lovely and will just want you to walk the dogs, save up some money, and you know already that this is a blip. It's not forever. You're not going to like live in their home for the rest of your life. But if it makes the most sense now while you're looking for another job in your city of choice, I say do it. They'd honestly be pretty happy to have you, I imagine. They sound like cool people who are big fans of yours.
Your parents seem like huge fans.
They seem like big fans. So I say it makes so much sense to me to do it. And I understand because I was a similar personality type at that age. I feel like I would have fought that tooth and nail. And I did. I worked a lot of odd jobs. Remember when I worked at that hotel? And I
sure do.
Bellboy. Anything to not move home. So I understand the thought process. But if it came down to it, if I was like either go into debt or move home, I would have been packed up. It just makes more sense.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you say, you have such a great social life in the city you're at now, great dating life and everything. So that means that, you will always bring that personality with you wherever you go. You will always be able to create some sort of social life for yourself wherever you are. So I fully believe that you can be happy wherever you are, Thomas, because it seems like you're doing great. And I'm an Italian from New Jersey. People live at home until they get married. So like living at home with your parents is very much a normal thing for me, and my brother, his first time moving out of home, because he commuted to college, because the college that he went to was very close. And so he, was able to stay at home for a long time until he moved in with his boyfriend and save up a lot of money. And he's like thrilled that he did that. Right. And now look at him. He's almost, maybe not really convincing his boyfriend now to buy him an $8.5 million house.
Poor Ryan.
Listen, that's not going well for my brother because that's not going to happen. But everything else aside, all that aside, my brother's doing well.
Absolutely.
And I think you will do well as well.
And all of the stuff that you mentioned loving about being in the city, like having the dating pool and having the friendships, like none of that's going to go anywhere. Like you can go home for X amount of time and come back and like that stuff will be waiting for you with open arms. Unlike Taylor Swift's, New York's been waiting for you. This city actually will have been waiting because you've been there, you've made those connections, and the people will be sad to see you go, but be so happy when you come back. And you will be in a better headspace. You'll be a better version of yourself. You'll have saved up some money. It just makes sense, even if it hurts to do it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a good idea, and I'm proud of you for making the smart decision.
Yeah.
Even because a lot of people just wouldn't do it and would bury their head in the sand, and you're looking at it in a very realistic and practical way. And I think you're gonna do the right thing.
A mature way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have mature listeners.
We really do.
Like the young people, they're always like having really, I don't know, they have mature things to say, mature quandaries to get out of.
I bet they're not kids who would talk in the middle of a movie.
Absolutely, they would not. Oh, I don't even know if I talked about that on the podcast, and maybe this is the opposite of a giving moments, but whoever, I don't know if something happened over the pandemic, but I swear the last 4 times I have been into a movie theater, there have been people like talking so audibly during the film, it's shocking to me. 3 out of 4 times it was young people. I put it on Gen Z and got a little bit of pushback. I feel like people didn't love that. The Gen Z people in the chat didn't love that I was labeling them all that. And I don't believe it's all of them. But when you are at a show, like a musical, a play, or a movie theater, if you want to react to what's happening, have a big laugh, feel emotional, whatever you need to do. If you need to shed a tear, do not talk back to the screen as if you are there to give director's commentary, babe. Like we're all here just trying to watch and take it in. Please shut the fuck up.
Oh, and do not talk to the person next to you.
No.
And the thing is that Matt Palmer was like, oh, what is Gen Z doing and everything? And I'm just like, Matt Palmer, like people our age when we were teenagers would talk through movie theaters and it would drive me insane.
Not in Atlanta, Georgia.
But other teenagers everywhere outside of Atlanta, Georgia would. And it always drove me nuts. And that is why you should start doing this. That is why I never go to a movie on a weekend. Ever. Go on, treat yourself to a weeknight excursion.
I mean, I've done that a couple times, but sometimes it's like nice to be with the people, especially for a big weekend
I want to
like
be
this.
I want to be the only one. I was the only person in that theater when I saw Matilda, and I just wept. I had the freedom to weep.
What a film!
Oh, I mean.
Well, we can't discuss that.
A classic. That's true. Oh, shit.
I know.
Well, we're calling that Girl with Powers.
Yes, Girl with Powers.
Girl with Powers. Yeah, so I would maybe suggest exploring that.
I will see what I can do about it. But I would like to put out, if you know people who do this, or if like you're in a group and someone starts talking audibly at the screen, just throw them a shush.
Tell them to shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Threaten them.
I think threats are, not something we can really say you should be doing. But if it comes to that, I understand. All right.
Yeah, they're disappointing Nicole.
Yes. Nicole who?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't think she's not always top of mind for me.
Listen, we come to this place for magic, not a conversation.
I think the first Nicole I think of when the word is said is Nicole Scherzinger. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Okay. Matt Steele.
Yeah.
What's been giving you moments, Starline?
So as you all know, I had my directorial debut this past week.
Yes.
It was shot 5 different things in 4 days. It was hectic. It was exhausting. A few minor things went wrong, but I'm very relieved to say, for the most part, I didn't do a half bad job.
That's amazing.
And you know what? I'll take that as a win. Did I do the most amazing job? I would not say so, but for my first time ever directing something filmed with a budget,
I'm sure you were excellent.
I would say very good.
Okay.
I don't know if I would put myself at excellent level. I would say B+.
True, but I also feel like you're someone who holds yourself to a very high
I do.
standard.
Listen, if I'm not Damien Chazelle up there making the opening sequence of La La Land, then I'll be like, failure. It was a failure. But no, I'm happy that I can feel confident about what I did. Nothing disastrous happened. Everyone survived.
Yes.
All 5 of these things are great stories that I'm excited to tell. I'm excited to edit them and show people when we're allowed to show people things
Exactly.
again. So that was very much a nice giving me moments. And I'm very, very proud of my friend Cecilia, who is the hardest worker I know.
Wow.
Without a doubt, hands down. She is the type of person who she has an idea and she does it right away.
Good for her.
Like me, if I have an idea, I'm like, okay, let me contemplate this in my head for 5 years before I start writing anything.
Right.
She was just like, no, I have an idea. I'm going to write it down now. And she works through it. She is great at meeting people. She is great at asking people for things. She is a natural born producer. And this was her first time producing anything.
Wow.
And she did such a phenomenal bang up job.
Did she act in it as well?
She did. She acted in one of the shorts and she was utterly phenomenal in it. And she's such a talented writer and such a dear friend. And I'm just so proud of her. I love her so much. And I can't say enough great things about her. She worked her ass off on this. She had the crew coming in from New York and sleeping over her place and everything to like save money. She was using her hotel points and everything to pay for these people to stay. She is phenomenal.
Wow,
I love her to bits.
her.
Yeah, she did a great job.
I want to be more like Cecilia myself.
Everyone be more like Cecilia.
We'll try.
Work your ass off. Great vocalist as well.
Oh, we love that.
I mean,
we love a vocalist.
She was an alphaba.
She must be. That's a part of the log line. Great vocalist.
Great yes. Yeah, that's important to be when you're an alphaba.
Absolutely.
Matt Palmer, what has been giving you moments this week?
Well, for me, I wish I could talk about some struck work that I was watching over the. There's a TV show that's great, and I wish I could talk about it, but I have to not. So I want to say, for anyone who's been following my skincare journey on Discord, I have been trying new things. Most of the things have been breaking me out. But I want to say, and I wish we were getting paid for this, we're not, but everything I've bought from Ren Skincare, R-E-N Skincare, is so fucking excellent. They have this wonderful cleansing milk that is kind of like a facial cleanser that's less like it doesn't hurt as much. You know, when you cleanse your face, it almost feels like you've exfoliated and like your face is
burning off. Girl, I am the palest person on the planet. That is what I feel every day.
I don't want that feeling, and the cleansing milk makes sure. It just feels like I'm getting so much more moisturizing power in the cleansing process than I was before. I'm trying to take it seriously. I'm using their toner a little bit. I might go back on it because I feel like any sort of toner is harsh. And it's my first time, dipping my toe in these waters. But I cannot say any more positive things about the cleansing milk. I feel like it's added to my, nighttime routine. I'll do the cleansing milk. I used to do the toner. I'm going to take a break. But then I have my moisturizer. It just is like, I've been doing that. I've gotten more sunscreen. I actually got a lip screen this week. So it's like making sure my lips don't get sunscreen because that happens, or sunburned because that's just happened to me before. And I just feel like as we age, it's good to take care of oneself. And it feels good. You look happier in the mirror because it's like, this is exactly how I want to be looking. This is what I want the skin to be doing. And it's exciting for me, which I appreciate. And we touched on it earlier, but even though we are just one episode in, I've got to say brava to the new Real Housewives of New York cast. And that first episode, I feel like they are up against, you know, to completely replace a cast that has been on this show for 13, 14 years is no small feat. And I feel like even though there was some negative feedback, it was largely positive. Jenna Lyons is so interesting and such a star and such like an amazing like matriarch of the group. I can't wait to get to know her more. And I feel like a lot of, you know, even though she's a lesbian and she has a partner and the partner very much doesn't want to be on screen, which I would usually say is a negative for my reality stars. You need to be able to show all of your life, but she shows so much of it. She is just such an interesting and like mysterious character that I'm like wanting to get to know her more every time I see her. So I think she's great. And also Brynn is a breakout star. She's always saying something funny off the cuff. She's like the very young, cute girl. And her tagline, I think, is like, you better not make me mad or I might date your dad. So I think there's going to be something about that this season. And it's also like, again, after the Vanderpump of it all, it's nice to see these women argue about dumb shit that has no consequences. Like they were arguing about a charcuterie plate. Like, was it good enough? Did she say the cheese was weird? Let's discuss it for 40 minutes. That's what I signed up for.
I love that. Let's rip apart each other's charcuterie plates.
Absolutely.
You remember that show where it was like called Four Weddings or something like that? And it was like on Lifetime or something. And it was basically like four women and they each go to each other's weddings and they all like critique each other's weddings.
So rude. What a rude concept for a show.
Truly iconic.
And I just must say, someone asked, so you agree with Miss Lampert? I do for sure because of our rant about talking in a movie theater. I do not agree with Miranda Lampert. Miranda Lampert on stage this week yelled at some girls in the audience and were like, you don't need to be taking selfies in the audience. Like, I make country music XYZ. A concert is different from a fucking movie. Like, and they were just trying to document the moment. These are young people who are excited, and they can still hear you while you're performing while taking a selfie, and they're not taking the selfie the entire time. I thought it was weird that she got on the soapbox and like embarrassed these young fans at her concert. Like, I don't know why she and Doja Cat are now getting off on being rude to their fans.
Yeah.
What's going on?
The thing with Miranda Lampert is like, it was a big concert, right? Like it wasn't like an intimate cafe moment. Like when we saw like Adele doing her Q&A, if we were like up there in the center being like, that'd be weird. Like that would be weird.
No,
but it was
this
a
was
big
like a big concert.
People are walking around, probably like eating snacks and drinking drinks,
going to get booze, like
dancing.
It's
like, girl,
calm down.
Calm down, Doja Cat.
Yeah,
like, girl, let your fans call themselves whatever they want.
It's just like it's like Elon Musk and Twitter. I think she's trying to sink it. I think it's what Jack Donaghy did on 30 Rock. He was trying to tank NBC on one season. It seems like all these people, Doja, Elon, they're taking the Jack Donaghy playbook, and it's just weird. I can't imagine actively like being rude to your biggest fans. Like, why? For what reason?
I don't know.
But I guess that's it.
But also speaking of singers, we want to send a lot of love to Tori Kelly.
Oh my God,
who was just hospitalized.
Yes,
today,
for like possible serious blood clots. It's just she's so young and she's so talented. I cannot wait for her EP, which comes out on Friday. And the fact that I believe her heartbeat either went up or down. She fainted in public and had to be rushed to the hospital. I hope she's okay. Long and short of it is I hope she's okay and makes a complete 100% recovery, because she's very young to be having this kind of medical episode. I hope they can figure out exactly what's wrong and get her up and running and back to feeling good, because it's just such a scary thing that could happen.
I know. I'm glad that they caught it.
Yes.
Because like blood clots in young people, like that's a serious thing.
Absolutely.
And so I'm very glad that they caught it. I hope everything is good and that album comes out with aplomb, because that lead single's great. That song is great.
I think the clip that I've heard on TikTok of a song called Cut on that album is better. Like, I'm so excited for this EP. It's going to be 7 tracks and one of them's a remix. And even still, I can't wait. Can't fucking wait.
All right, guys. When Tori Kelly comes out, stream it.
Yes,
it comes out in a couple days.
It does. It comes out this Friday. So stream Tori.
And what's the EP called? I think it's just called Tori.
I think it's just
called Tori.
I can't wait to hear it. And I'm sending her all of the love and good wishes. And I'm so sorry that she's going through this. But yeah, we want to send you guys love and good wishes as well. And we're so thankful that you listened and or watched. And we'll be back soon with more Two Gay Mets, the podcast.
Bye.
Yeah, you can. We did it.
Killed it.
Yes, y'all look like Kens. Thank you. Cut is it. Cut sounds so effing good. Maxwell gets it. I'm trying to think if I have like musical opinions that Maxwell has said that I don't. Oh, he put Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel too high on his Mariah list. Okay. But otherwise, like, we're pretty in sync.
Maxwell, the taste.
Exactly. Honestly, Atlanta needs a whole cast shakeup. You are absolutely right. It's getting a little better, but it's still like I think it's so strange that families that like being around each other don't live in a big house together. I mean, a lot of people do. I think it's different cultures, like, you know, Jersey.
Oh,
Italians, people do that.
The Italians, yeah,
that was also a big thing on Family Karma. Palmer and his love and good wishes are absolutely. Don't Doja the Cathys, please. We would never Doja the Cathys. Could you imagine?
Yeah, no.
If we're like, y'all are weird. We're like, you don't need to call we called. Well, we came up with Cathys, so we even dumber.
Well, the thing is, like, some of y'all want to be called Cathy's, and it's like, okay, I guess you can do whatever you want.
Jeff, you're wrong a lot.
What did Jeff
Memoirs
say?
isn't bad. Memoirs is one of her best albums. Memoirs isn't bad.
No,
it's just a
Memoirs
little
is
samey.
great.
It's just a little samey, and the vocals aren't really there. Okay, so Cathy's is back.
Cathy's is back if you want it to be back.
Next time Janie does fucking Chatty Cathy, I'm sure it will be back by then. But this month, it's going to be Matt Steele and roommate Travis doing a Chatty Cathy's episode. So if you are a $10 patron, you'll get to watch that. I'll leave my little mics over with you.
Okay, great.
Next time over.
Okay. What about me and Travis can talk about?
I can't wait. I feel like it's going to be off the rails.
Sure.
And I'm excited to
It's
watch
going to be a lot of voices, maybe.
I love that. If Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel is our single disagreement musically, we're grasping at straws. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
There's, we're pretty much in sync. Nobody's in sync 100% of the time.
Have you guys kept up with Project Runway? New season has been really good.
Not.
The last season of Project Runway I watched was season 16.
Oh, that's a lot. Did you watch all of them up until then?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I think now they're like maybe like 20 something.
I watched the Christian Siriano season.
That was 4.
Oh.
That was a long time.
I think that might have been the last one I watched. All in all, MP and I are always right. It's true. Maxwell knows how good Always Been My Baby is, and I appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, obviously, like
people
everyone will agree with that.
Chatty Cathy's for the Renaissance World Tour. I mean, yes, Janie, myself, will be there. And so it'll be soon now. It's only like a month and a week away that I'll be seeing fucking Beyonce.
I understand Doja not wanting her fans treating her like they are entitled to her entire life, but don't bite the hand that feeds. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if a fan was just like, Doja, tell us this, give us your personal information and everything.
Like,
she would just be like, hey, I don't know you. But like if it's just like, hey, Doja, we want to call ourselves the kittens or the kitty cats or whatever, like Doja Cat can just be like, oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
That's cute. Thank you so much for listening.
And someone's pulled up old tweets of her referencing, like, when she had the Say So remix with Nicki, it was like, kittens and barbs, come stream now. It's like, so you co-signed
you wanted this.
Didn't like it. Have you watched any of the Eras tour on Twitter? No. I mean, I've probably like seen her do little things. Like I've seen her like dive into the stage. Spoiler.
This is Kathy Wellerstein.
Oh gosh.
It's All Stars on Peacock now of Project Runway. I've never seen a Project Runway All Stars.
I didn't know they had those.
They did, yeah. I never watched any of those seasons.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, Big Brother's starting.
Oh yes, how do you feel?
It's like 10 days.
Oh no, Elton was testifying in support of Spacey. They're friends apparently.
Oh,
no.
never. Oh. Well,
I hate that.
Well.
Duo was born in 95, so late state. Is that still millennial?
I think so. I think millennial ends at like 96.
Oof. Okay. Barbara Streisand sent my audience into screams of laughter when Issa Rae said "mother." Oh yeah, that was great in the Barbara Streisand
with the. It's like
it's,
Greta Gerwig directed the.
Oh my
fuck out
god!
Of that.
Oh my god! What about the Miranda Lambert's controversy? We talked about it. She's wrong. Also, these fans are like 14. They're too young to know better. Absolutely, that's the thing. We need to keep that in mind.
They just want to talk. As we know in movie theaters, they just want to talk.
They just want
their voices to be heard.
Hey. And I could say I don't blame them, but in a movie theater, I do blame them.
And Doja, you can just ignore it.
Right. Like, you could just turn your Twitter off and not, like, respond and be rude.
Like, you're famous. you are very famous. Right. You do not need to be concerning yourself with all that.
Grace said God Cop. That was one of the fake shows on 30 Rock that Jack Donaghy made trying to sync the network. But then they had a show that was kind of like that. It was like something about God being a character. Do you remember that show? I'm going to look it up. It was clear. It was like basically God Cop. I have to find this.
Time to record a quick retraction. Did we talk about Elton John on the podcast?
We did. And I was like, oh, I hope that he was against fucking.
I think that was in the.
Oh, was it in the middle?
I think it was in the middle of the break.
Either way, I said I hoped.
Yeah, so we hope. We can still hope.
I still hope. I had hope.
Okay. We can still have hope.
God Friended Me is the show.
Oh, I remember when that.
Yeah. That is essentially God Cop. Like so many of those fake 30 Rock shows have become shows. Like MILF Island.
MILF Island.
It's definitely a show now. God friended me. Lord.
That was, they talked about it all the time on the Big Brother podcast I listened to called Hey Julie. They just like every new season of Big Brother, they always talk about like some random new CBS sitcom that they're also promoting when Big Brother's coming out. And one year it was God Friended Me.
Do you think that they're going to promote Big Brother more this season? Because this is like one.
They're promoting the fuck out of Big Brother this season. Okay. Yeah, and I'm so excited.
Have they announced the cast?
No, the cast will probably. The cast is in sequester now.
So you're not in there, really?
I'm not in there. I'm so sorry.
That's so annoying.
So sorry about that. But yeah. So I'm assuming the cast will be announced July 31st is my prediction.
Oh, and the rumor is now apparently Raquel is not coming back to Vanderpump.
Okay.
That's the rumor. I mean, they've been filming for so long. Like, what else are we doing? Also, that Seinfeld Vision thing was the studios trying to use AI actors. Absolutely it was. There was a whole B-movie promotion on 30 Rock where they just kept putting Seinfeld in random TV shows that he didn't film. They're like, oh, but we have enough footage of you. We can just put you in shit. And it's like, that's literally what they're asking for now.
That's insane.
Wild. Rich saw Queen Bee in Chicago this weekend. She was on fire dancing. Queen Bee is back, fully sprinting across the stage. That foot healed. Yes! I did a diner scene for God Friended Me. Oh, I love that. Were they nice to you on set? I hope so. That's all I want for Michael Smith is for all of his work, everybody to be kind. Just be kind.
What other big albums are we expecting before the Grammy deadline for the year?
When is it? I always forget. Is the deadline
Grammy deadline is like end of September usually.
I think it's
so
just
Olivia Rodrigo.
Kylie's going to put her album out, but I don't know that she's usually a Grammy darling. But maybe this year Padam Padam will get some stuff.
Aren't they always so worried about Big Brother overlapping with football? I don't know. I know that like one day a week, is it Tuesdays or something? Big Brother's going to be on at 10.
It's Sundays. Why do I know that? Jesus
Christ.
That's late.
So I can like after the podcast.
Yeah, just go on home.
Still watch it.
That'll be nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's late. Oof.
I'm so mad Steele didn't get cast on Big Brother, but now we can hear his thoughts every week. It's true. And that's the thing. The year Steele gets cast on Big Brother, this will become half a Big Brother recap podcast. It'll be me and Janie every week. And be like, oh my God, did you see what Steele did?
Yeah, and like apologizing for everything.
I know. Like,
I'm sorry he made
that.
I'm sorry he made that stupid decision.
Oh my gosh. Make all the stupid decisions you want. Don't do anything racist. That's all I ask.
You know what? I just have the racist thoughts just brewing in my head. I'm saving them for Big Brother.
Wait over here. No.
No, I meant like stupid decisions like game-wise.
That's fine.
Like,
you can be...
Why is he aligning himself with this idiot?
Even if I disagree with it, that would be fine. Just don't sink the podcast. That's all I ask for all future endeavors. Don't sink the YouTube channel. We've built something great here.
Listen, I believe Aaron, the racist from Big Brother 15, has a successful podcast.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Or YouTube show.
But think of but we have such lovely Kathys. Think of the people who tune in if you were a monster.
Think of the people.
Think of the people.
We don't want to do that to you guys.
Distracting from the artist talent movie seems like where you all stand. I seen her in 2006 and she did the same thing, just rowdy bar guys. Same with a few concerts I've been to. Educate me, please. Look, I think if people are being rowdy or like if people are fighting at your shows or there's some sort of disturbance in a serious way, absolutely say something. But if people are just taking a picture of themselves, that's not distracting anybody. Yeah. It's just, I want to document this great moment. I'm so happy to be here. And I think it was kind of rude that she was just trying to call them out and embarrass them in front of everybody.
Oh, yeah. Hello from Scotland.
Hi, Scotland.
I'm a quarter Scottish.
What time is it in Scotland?
Where I get the last name Steele. I'm the Scottish Steele, not the Irish Steele. I think there's another country that Steele is also from.
So are you 3/4 Italian or are you half?
I'm half Italian, quarter Scottish, quarter Welsh.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
Hello, I just woke up. What are we talking about? We're about to sign off. Don't get the Todrick at it. Oof. I think you wouldn't.
I'm going to be doing what Todd.
You'd probably get whatever edit Andy Heron got. And people are mad at him, but I don't think he did anything that bad on that season.
No, he was great. He's one of the greatest winners of all time.
Why do people like him?
Oh, they hated everyone who wasn't Alyssa that season, essentially.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what kind of edit I get. Let me get a call back first. Jesus Christ.
4:03 a.m., my goodness.
What you doing up? Hit me with your car.
I know. I did actually wake up at like 3:20 last night in the morning.
Why?
Like, I don't know. It was just my body was being...
I mean, I was up because I was waiting for a plane. My flight took off at 6:10 a.m.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You sleep the whole time on the plane?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I foresee you on Big Brother. I do.
Thank you.
Too. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
And then I'll be in the new Wicked movie. And I'll be dating Ariana Grande.
I think this is also
and
great.
then I'll do more Two Gay Mats.
Yes. And we'll be so big.
We'll be so big. So big.
So big. I mean, this is unless we get cast on Vanderpump Villa.
True.
Which, would be great.
True.
And then we'll also be so big.
Guys, reality TV is the way to go.
It's the only way. It's the only fucking way.
And then we can unionize.
Yes, with Bethany.
Bethany as president.
Oh, God. Dreadful. Is there anything else we should tell the people?
I don't think so.
I think I'm going to go eat some dinner, guys.
This was great.
This was great.
Yeah, this was lovely.
And your computer did a great job.
Yeah.
I want Matt Steele on Survivor.
I'm absolutely auditioning for Survivor after I watch all the seasons.
That's not scary to you, though?
Oh, it does.
Like, that's to me, that seems so much scarier than Big Brother.
See, I'm more freaked out because it's like, okay, what do I do about like my contacts on Survivor? I mean, people sometimes go on like with glasses or whatever, but like I wouldn't know what to do. But I wouldn't want to wear my glasses. That would be such a hassle. They could break. I don't know. But like, I also don't want to walk around Survivor blind. I mean, I'm not like, my prescription isn't that bad. I guess my eyes would adjust.
Just bring the glasses. Just bring the glasses.
Just bring the
fucking glasses.
Just get cast on Big Brother. That's
Exactly.
way easier.
That'll
I
be
can
much
put my
easier.
contacts in every day.
Right. What's your favorite Renaissance song today? Ooh, great question. Did you see that we got 300,000 views?
I
on that
did.
Video? Love that.
I would say it's still Alien Superstar for me.
I mean, Cuff It. It might be Cuff It for me. I really love
such
Cuff
a
It.
classic.
I love Cuff It.
What an
so
instant
much.
classic.
Oh, remember the first time we heard it? And I love that we have video footage of the first time we heard that.
What
fucking
an album that really, really will hold up forever.
Forever. We're almost a year out. I mean, I hate to even bring it up. Do you think on the anniversary we'll get visuals?
When was the anniversary? Wasn't it July 23rd?
Is it the 23rd? Let's see.
Yeah, but it's the 24th now.
I don't think it's the 23rd because it still said 11 months on our...
Steele, what Survivor are you on? I'm about to start Redemption Island, which is apparently like one of the worst seasons.
The 29th.
29th?
So that would be this Saturday?
All right, well, I'll get ready.
That's the thing. Just if you have plans, make sure you can cancel them.
Beyonce, what are you doing?
I know.
Prescription sunglasses. I hate sunglasses. Can't do it.
I hate sunglasses. Can't do it.
No, I don't want to like have something I can lose on the damn island or like break when I'm running around in a race or something.
I think you need the glasses because what if you need to like read shit? Is that a part of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I can read. Like, I can see. Like, my eyes aren't that bad.
Joshua, too soon. You are the visual baby, which was her response when someone in the crowd was like, "We want the visuals."
That's so funny.
Beyonce, absolutely not. I don't accept that. It's the 29th, and I'm not getting excited. I'm going to assume it's not going to happen. But it's hard not to have hope.
God, she fucked us over.
She really did. We were ready.
Beyonce, I love you. But God damn it. This is such an abusive relationship.
I mean, we did get the music. The music's the most important.
Yeah.
Is it just me that listens to the Cuff It Wetter remix more than the original? Probably. I don't dislike the Wetter remix, but the original. That's the thing.
It's the thing.
That's the thing.
I know.
Okay, we're going to go.
Bye, guys.
I would like to eat dinner. We love you. Thank you so much for coming on a day late, not $1 short.
No, this was a great one
This was
today.
a great one.
God.
It was fun.
Y'all, we hope there's some fun news next week.
I know. Hopefully we can keep the streak alive.
I know.
Email us, email my hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ariana and Ethan, give us some more juice.
I don't need any more juice.
We want some more development. I want a statement from the wife.
don't want to statement
I want to
from
say
the wife.
that poor girl. We
That
are on your
poor
side.
woman. Bye, guys.
Bye.